Two receivers, Cooley top of the screen against Kenneth Lyons. Red Feather to throw. Red Feather going to the end zone. It is a touchdown. Cooley, the Bulldogs have the lead.
Two to the left, one to the right. In the backfield is Streeter with one more. Hand off Streeter, gonna try to find a hole. He does. He's gonna try to break another tackle. He does. Out to the 20. He's gonna go for the pylon, and he's gonna get in to the house. Reggie Streeter with his fourth touchdown scamper of the day gives Louisiana their first lead of the day.
You might want to look at Reggie Streeter with his fourth touchdown, but watch the block here. It looked like number 59 for the Vancouver Legion here was going to have the angle on him.
On the previous play, you know, they represent the city of broad shoulders.
The player with railroads.
And the throw by Dunhill is complete to Jamal Wooding, and he scores the touchdown on the very next play. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Wow, Atlanta derails the Chicago defense on their play. He gets behind him.
Everybody let him go, and Maurice Burton was the only one back.
Two backs and three receivers as Marconi drops to throw. And no pressure on Marconi at all. The pass is picked off, and the defender, or the receiver, fell over. That's Koyama Shigeki, and he scores. Touchdown Legends on a pick six from Marconi. And the receiver fell over as he breaks for the football. Actually, Cooley thought he had a catch and was just trying to get his feet in bounds. And the Legends...
Second down and 6. Pine is down 4. Cantrell empty backfield, and Cantrell off his back foot. Touchdown! What a throw from Cody Cantrell to DR Sim. That was masterful.
I thought that for sure was going to be knocked away or picked off. Anytime you see any SFL quarterback scrambling out of the pocket, it's usually not a good sign, but DR Sim gets so wide open here that he has such a huge target there for
Two-step drop from Pickler over the middle. Another interception. Going.
Good
Had
pass.
a big game last week, and he's off to the races. No one can catch him. Baltimore are cruising here in the first half. Touchdown Vultures.
And we just talked about it. Johnny could not afford the mistakes. That's his second interception thrown here in his first half. Alvin Mack, I've said it time and time again, every time I call their games, he gets sideline to sideline as well as any linebacker in this league. He takes advantage of a bad situation and turns it to 6.
They'll start off with no Jared McChesney, and Josh Miller will throw. Looking top of the screen, it's picked off right into the hands of Iverson Gamble. A great start for Arizona. Gamble chasing down to the sideline, and Jeremy Mosley prevents a touchdown. What a play for Iverson Gamble, the 7th-year corner, and what a start for the Scorpions.
Second down and 10, 3 receivers. Now they go to Parker on a stretch. Haven't seen that much of the night. Breaks the tackle, and then another, and he's down at the 1. He looked into me, honestly. Let's see the replay again. Parker breaks 2 tackles. Orlando's just throwing a little bit of everything at him tonight, and he's off.
3 receiver set. William Dula in the gun. William Dula to throw, firing deep over the middle. Has a man, Jalen Miller, past the defenders, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Jeff Duffy in the chat just now saying Carolina is never out of it. Don't count them out yet. Well, there you go.
Bombs away, boys. Here it comes. Down the seam, just running to go, and no one's going to catch Jalen Miller. He's the biggest receiving threat.
And Legacy both off to the right side. And Garcia will pass. Garcia's in trouble, avoids a sack, fires deep down the field. The pass is caught. What a catch in traffic. It's a touchdown. Daniel Garcia makes an incredible play, launches it down the field to Clint Myers. And Clint Myers a little upset that Studwell's getting all the love. Over the outstretched arms of A.J. Levy, and Myers gets...
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Detroit, Michigan. At Bank Michigan Stadium is the Motor City V8s facing off against the San Diego Mavericks. Good night, everybody. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Ramos Lane. Alongside me in the booth is who?
It's me. It's Mark Lopez.
As always, Mr. Mark Lopez. Mark, this is a shocking start for the San Diego Mavericks, man. 2-0, and it's the way the San Diego Mavericks have played so far, man. Just, they cannot be stopped, dude.
And as their namesake goes, you know, the Mavericks, they're a high-flying offense. The number one scoring offense in the league. Going into this game, Ramos, I think the questions will be, can they keep up with Arizona, the number one in their division, who themselves won a huge game earlier this week? Can Motor City stop their high-flying offense of San Diego, who is both scoring on the ground and on the air? And will Dave Axis be injured for the third week in a row? We shall see, Ramos, and looking forward to this game.
On both games, Dave Axis has gotten injured, which makes this even more impressive. The fact that they haven't had their wide receiver for most of those two games, and they're still putting points like it's no one's business, as the Motor City V8s are gonna get the ball first and try to get a head start over the fly-high Mavericks. The ball is on the tee, and we're ready to start from Detroit. From the 15-yard line, the return goes to the 30 by Guy Clausen, and it looks like we have heavy winds blowing from right to left on your screen as we are going to introduce you to the Motor City offense. Ibrahim Krieta is the quarterback with Christopher Dean and Bill Cherry in the backfield. Shane Kaufman, Guy Clausen, and Orain Darby are the wide receivers. 3 tight ends. That's Azami Mahara, Julian Gusters, and Phil Koss. And the offensive linemen of note, Bill and Phil McMillan. As Krieta will throw, and he goes down on the very first play as San Diego brought pressure, 6 men pressuring the quarterback, and they get him down for a 6-yard loss.
And who else but Rylan Caudell with a huge sack to start this game off. We're talking about the offense of San Diego, but I think their defense also has been solid for the first 2 games. They allowed 25.5 points, but that's still pretty good after scoring 43 points a game.
The throw sidearms hit Phil Koss, and it's going to be intercepted. Phil Koss could not grasp the football, and Krieg gets the interception, and San Diego starts off hot.
Yeah, little reminder of how an earlier game happened in this afternoon. A very early interception immediately flips the field to this San Diego offense, who doesn't really need any help, but will get it anyway, starting in Motor City's 34-yard line.
It's going to be a throw by Patterson to the outside. Catch for 4 yards on the play is Dave Axis. And it's going to be a 4-yard pickup. Now, for the Motor City V8s, they have to keep everything in front of them. They cannot allow these wide receivers to beat them over the top, man.
Absolutely. Despite that, San Diego still is finding success throwing to the outside. Eagle Mondavi, number 1 target in outside passes. It might be a different situation here, though. Oh.
And this is a swing pass called for a pickup of perhaps 1 yard. Check that on the previous play. That was B.E. Robo with the reception. And let's introduce you to the San Diego offense. Scott Patterson is the quarterback. Ciro Nakai and Mateo Pravado in the backfield. Wide receivers are B.E. Robo, Dave Axis, Eagle Mondavi, and Lili Nakai. And the tight ends are Benji Madsen and Adam Williams. For a 3rd down and 5, Patterson under center. He will throw. Patterson goes deep, and the pass is knocked away and incomplete. A great stop by the Motor City V8 defense, and it's going to be a field goal attempt, a 46-yarder, approximately, as Motor City tries to get half a stop after being compromised.
Yep, absolutely. Good defense right there. Target seemed like it would be Benji Matson, who had an incredible game last week, an incredible first 2 games of this season. He is the leading receiver of that team, so a good stop preventing any early momentum by that very important tight end.
And remember, the previous kick just got to the 15-yard line, so there's some heavy wind. Look at this punt. Super heavy wind here in Detroit, as this is a punt from the 29-yard line just to the 15, a 14-yard punt. You may think it's probably better if he just went for it.
Right.
But Motor City will get the ball again. And let's see if Ibrahim Krieta can shake off the previous interception from the shotgun. Krieta to throw. Krieta throws middle. The pass is caught to Guy Clausen for a first down as they move the chains.
Guy Clausen will be a very important target for Ibrahim Krieta. Had 6 receptions and plenty more targets in their Week 2 loss against Canton Classics. Guy Clausen, a lot of targets in that game, only brought down 6 of those. He needs to catch more of those passes.
This is going to be a handoff or no gain on the play. Try to dive it to the fullback, Bill Cherry. First season in Motor City, former San Diego Maverick, going against his former team, second down.
And Bill Cherry still looking for yard number 500. He's currently at 499 career yards. Didn't get it that time.
From the heavy set, it's going to be a counter play to Cherry, breaks a tackle. Bill Cherry's off to the races and loose. That's midfield to the 49-yard line before being chased down. But what a fancy, good-looking play by the Mavericks.
Wow, that was a nice fake too. Some key blocks downfield gave Bill Cherry enough room to get yard number 500 and more for a huge gain. And what started as a drive inside their red zone, suddenly Motor City has got their engines running and they're rolling right now, Ramos.
Yeah, fake toss counter works well for a big gain. Biggest play of the game by either team so far here in the early first quarter. From under center, they're going to hand it off to Dean. Christopher Dean pushes the pile, gets 3 on the play. Bring it up a second down and 7 yards to go.
There was an interesting sort of switch of offensive philosophy from Week 1 to Week 2 by Motor City, where Week 1 they relied on Dean over 21 carries, but only 10 times in Week 2. Maybe it could be a reason for their loss, but we'll see if Dean will be utilized a lot more in this game.
Second down and 7. This is going to be a screen play. Christopher Dean cannot avoid a tackle, and he's going to be brought down after a pickup of 2 yards. Let's introduce you to the San Diego defense. Biff Markham and Eric Hammer are the defensive ends. Rylan Caudell and Bubba Caudell for the defensive tackles. Linebackers are Freddie Trammell, Leon Thunderman, and Jeff Gagne. Corners, Tanner Hendrick, Pink Lisa, Tom Krieg, and Stuart Samelia. And the safeties are Zach Holdorf and Nate Hall. From the 3 wide receiver set, maybe a swing play to the bottom of the screen to Christopher Dean. No, he's going to be standing to block. The pass goes deep, and this one is caught. Behind the defense goes the receiver. That is going to be number 80, Shane Kaufman. Second season with Motor City, and moves the chains.
Absolutely huge play by Kaufman right here. Gets the team moving downfield in a hurry. San Diego's flying offense being replicated by Motor City in this drive.
Going to be a first down and 10 for San Diego. For the Mavericks from the San Diego territory. The safety lurking. It's going to be a run. Christopher Dean avoids a tackle and gets up to the 19-yard line for a pickup of 3 yards.
I think if San Diego, they might try to angle or approach this at an angle of controlling the ball, not allowing Motor City. Motor City's gonna try to, angle this by not allowing San Diego, time of the ball, time possession is what they're probably trying to achieve here.
From under center is gonna be a change at the line by Krieta. He will throw the pass short in to the outside. That's gonna be Phil Cos for a
pickup of 6, shy of the first down. 3rd and 1. San Diego is top 10 in pretty much every statistical category on offense. And the defense also doing pretty well, especially in turnover differential. And only 3 passing touchdowns allowed through 2 weeks. 6 takeaways. Ranked 5th best in football. And this is going to be an I formation. Handoff. Dean. He's going to get a first down as Biff Markham and company, including Leon Thunderman, cannot make a stop before the first down mark.
Yeah, could not make a stop. Although initially it looked like they were able to put up a front. But Christopher Dean, with a little bit of help from behind him, was just able to push forward a few inches needed for a 1st and 10. And now they are knocking on the doors of San Diego.
Let's see if we see another screenplay. Yes, we do. That's going to be the running back. Christopher Dean goes nowhere. A loss of 3 yards. Read that one like a book. And so far, man, they are really involving the running backs in the run game more than they did, at least, for example, last week. Last week before, between Christopher Dean and Bill Cherry combined, 13 carries only. And, you know, they are up to 5 so far here at the half of the first quarter. This pass to the outside is going to be caught, and turning upfield is Orain Darby all the way to the 4-yard line, a 3rd and 2 coming up on this very, very long drive.
Yeah, absolutely. And to your point, what a very balanced drive this has been, utilizing the run game. Perhaps in the previous week, Ramos, and if you remember, we called that game, they just got in the hole deep. And so utilizing their run game later, in the 4th quarter was less viable. And so they utilized that run game much less than they wanted to.
Offset I formation. Christopher Dean gets it, and he walks in untouched for a Motor City touchdown.
That was just easy as cake. He just walks in. Look at all the blocking. Everyone was just held in place. One big hole in the middle, and Dean walks right in for a Motor City V8 touchdown.
What a great play. Great execution by the V8s. A 17.5-point dog at home, which is something that you pretty much never see. As the extra point, is up and good. 7-0, V8s.
Over 5 minutes of time from that single drive. 12 plays, 96 yards. That is right all the way from their 4-yard line. 6 run plays, 6 pass plays, nothing incompleted. What an impeccable drive.
I love the approach by Motor City here in the first quarter on offense. That's the way to neutralize a powerful offense in San Diego. Just keep them off the field, as this kick going to the opposite side reaches the end zone as Dave Axis returns it past the 22 to 23-yard line. And San Diego is going to try again. I would like to see, as much as I love Scar Patterson, I would like to see Suru Nakai and Mateo Provado also providing some balance. Because that's what you will need against this Motor City team who looks to be prepared for the pass. And this is going to be a power formation from the eye. It's going to be a handoff up the middle with a ton of room and fumbling the football. San Diego recovers it. The offensive lineman with a heads-up play. But another scary situation by the Mavericks.
That was scary indeed. I mean, sure, they got the turnover in the second play of this game, but that would have been their first turnover of the game. Instead, they recover it. What a lucky break for them.
They made get the ball again to Nakai, and they do. Up the middle, cannot get past his blocker and gets tackled at the line. Maybe half a yard on that play as Motor City tries to make yet another third down stop here in the first quarter. San Diego, so far, with 11 yards in the first quarter. 3rd and 4 from the 12 personnel. Patterson will throw. Patterson throws to the outside, and it's going to be caught on the outside. A great grab by Eagle Mondavi for a first down.
That's definitely one of Eagle Mondavi's favorite routes and one of Patterson's favorite targets in the season. I was expecting a challenge because it seemed like, at least from our angle, it could have gone either way, whether the foot was in or not. And we're going to see Ramos. What does the referee think?
On first glance, I thought it was complete. But let's see if the toe of Eagle Mondavi is touching the sideline. It's going to be a great look, and I think that's a good catch.
I think it is. It might have been just an inch inside, but I think it's good.
It is good, as the Motor City V8s are going to waste a timeout here. San Diego moves the chains. Best play of the game by the Mavericks so far, a 10-yard pass to Mondavi. A great route and great presence of, spatial awareness by Mondavi. As Carl Patterson and company may be trying to throw the ball deep here. Look bottom of the screen, another big throw to Mondavi perhaps. To throw, Patterson goes inside and the pass is caught for a big first down to Axis.
And there's Dave Axis, who despite having 2 injuries in the first 2 weeks, he is still proving to be an X factor, if not one of the hugest factor in this passing offense. I mean, there's so many targets to choose from, and all of them high-flying players. Dave Axis, one of them. What a play.
First down and 10 for San Diego as they're finally getting on a rhythm. 26 yards on that last catch by Dave Axis. From the I formation, it's going to be a handoff to the inside again to Nakai for a pickup of 2, as the Motor City V8s are doing a really nice job here early on the run game.
Yeah, Suru Nakai did have 71 yards last week in their win against Queen City, but more importantly had 3 touchdowns. Really a bunker buster of a player, Suru Nakai, able to break through the red zone for touchdowns.
4-3 defense for the V8s. As soon as Nakai finds the space, and Nakai gets about 7 on the play, 7.5. Still going to be marked short of the first down marker, 3rd and inches. As San Diego will try it again. And I like the approach. You have to continue to give the ball to Suru Nakai and build him some confidence after that fumble.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's still averaging 4.7 yards per carry this season in 2 games. So he should be your heavy lifter.
Now the handoff to Nakai easily picks up the first down, even though he tries to go backwards. But forward progress gives him 2 yards and a move of the chains.
It looked like he was trying to see if he could go around his blocker, but nothing doing for him. You could almost feel like he's just waiting for a breakaway chance. He's just getting caught at the very last second.
Maybe the San Diego Mavericks are trying to lull the V8s to sleep, and they dare to go deep here. Patterson goes to the outside intermediate route, and the pass is caught for a first down. 2B Robo moving the chains at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, I think B. Robo, I think he is going to be the X factor. Just last week, led the team in receptions with 8. So, in the passing game, definitely a workhorse. Only for short yardage, 9.4 average per reception, but still solid showing from him.
Patterson to throw, Robo again. 5 yards on the play. Tackle made on the outside by number 20, Mark Kaufman. And the V8s are trying to make at least half a stop here before the end of the first quarter. I formation again. This is going to be another run to Suru Nakai if the past history proves to repeat. And yes, it does. Nakai again struggles to find space. Does get 3 yards on that one. And it's going to be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, it was just very crowded in the middle. I think Ramos could have either spun to the outside or just diverted entirely to the outside because there was just all bodies in the center of the field.
I would like to see Suru Nakai go to the outside for a pass. There it is, Suru Nakai, touchdown! Touchdown, San Diego!
Boy, that was a 50-50 play because a defender jumped on that pass and could have been a pick six, but a little off time, and you see it right here. Number 55 jumped the route but did not put his hands up, and instead, who do we find in the end zone? Suru Nakai. What a play, and now it's 6-7.
San Diego Mavericks answer with a long drive of their own after Motor City went 10-plus plays for a touchdown. San Diego drives the length of the field and also gets the ball in the end zone. 7-6, extra point pending for the Mavericks. This kick is up and it is good. 7 apiece between Motor City and San Diego. Just before the first quarter comes to a close. The over-under for this game, 61.5 by Jack's Data. Motor City, the underdog on this one by 17.5. It goes away. It's going to be another short one to the 15-yard line. Guy Clausen returns this one past the 30 to the 35. The wind really making a difference so far, and is going to continue making continue to make a difference for the rest of the game, both on field goals, punts, and kickoffs.
Yeah, despite them being 7.5 underdogs, they're not looking like underdogs at all. Able to match San Diego blow for blow, and in fact putting points on the board first. We'll see if they can replicate it in this drive.
8 players on the line for the Mavericks defense. There's nowhere to throw. Create a pass.
No!
Intercepted. Krieg. Touchdown, San Diego. And just like that, the Mavericks are on top.
You have got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Tom Krieg did what Sabo Kanan did not, and that is jump the route and complete the interception for the pick six. And what a play by him. San Diego scoring, and their offense, well, we're going to score on our defense too. Their first defensive touchdown of the season by any defensive player. And what a play.
What a play indeed. They just sat on the route. There was nobody to throw to. And Krieg playing some glue coverage, right? Just look at the eyes of the quarterback and just sit on the route. As soon as he threw it, that pass was a pick six all the way. And this is how we end the first quarter. San Diego, who couldn't move the ball for 10 minutes almost, or like 8 minutes, find themselves in a 14-7 lead. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on YouTube. Back here in Detroit, Michigan, this is going to be the opposite side, so we may see a better kick out of the San Diego Mavericks. This one, well, it just gets to the 10-yard line. The return by Clausen again gets it to the 29, and that's where Motor City will try again.
In the span of just 30 seconds, we saw Guy Clausen return the ball twice, and, you know, not happy that he has to be hit and brought down by the kick return team. You know, they got to brush their shoulders off. That was a terrible happenstance, that pick six. You know, but you got to pick yourself up and continue the drive.
Gonna be a handoff to Christopher Dean, met at the line, pushes forward for 1 on the play as Caudale makes the tackle. Krieg with 2 INTs. And it's a 3-3 defense for the Mavericks. To throw, Creata passes deep, and the pass is caught. Deep threat Darby with the catch, and a first down V8s.
And despite dropping an extra defender against the pass for coverage, Creata still finds his open man, and Darby, as always, open for his quarterback, gets the catch. Darby, the #1 receiver in the previous week for Ibrahim Creata, looking to recreate that performance in this game.
Offset I formation for the V8s. Look at how many people are in the line. Christopher Dean gets the handoff and there's nothing there. No gain as Caudale goes down with an injury. Man, what's going on? The strength and conditioning coach of the Mavericks, what the hell is going on, man?
Either that or the nutrition team is feeding these players the wrong thing. Feed them more bananas or something. Give them more calcium.
He needs some milk.
Yes, sir.
2nd down and 10, and this is going to be a massive, massive gap right there in the middle of the defense. They go with a 3 defensive line look to put the other Caudale and try to mask their, the player that just went down. Creata will throw. The pass inside. It's caught. Phil Cause gets a 1st down and gets popped. After a 1st down marker by Nate Hall, 1st and 10 V8s.
And perhaps the loss of Caudale immediately felt as he had so much time in the pocket. Creata just finds his man after being 5 seconds of standing there.
1st down and 10 with the ball at the 40-yard line. From the right hash is Motor City with another I formation. And I like this approach. Run the ball right up the middle where Caudale is supposed to be vacating. There's somewhat of a gap over there for a pickup of 3 yards and a 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, so they will definitely take advantage of the missing lineman and run it down and a little bit more successful. I feel like before the loss of Caudale Ramos, the run game has been stopped successfully by Motor City.
This is time for a deep throw here by Creata, I think. He goes deep and the pass is caught wide open. Deep threat Darby breaks the tackle. Touchdown V8s.
Oh my goodness, blow for blow. This game is turning out to be a barn burner. What the heck? And Oren Darby pulling out the stops. His first touchdown in a while. What a play by him. He breaks a tackle too on his ankles and just breaks away free. Nobody else. I'll take the touchdown. And Ramos, what a game I'm watching. What a game we're watching.
Yes, we are. As he broke a tackle from the bigger Zach Holdorf on the play. Oren Darby, only about 5'10", but he can really catch the ball and he can really run after the catch. As Motor City will tack on the extra point and make it a tie ball game, 14-14. Your score tonight.
Yeah.
We've seen a ton of points today here in the SFL. You didn't watch the earlier games, make sure to catch them, folks. Like, seriously. Especially the Indianapolis-Seattle game. That game was insane. If you didn't watch that, make sure you catch it on the replay. As Motor City will put the ball in play again. This one gets to the 8-yard line. The return is going to be by Dave Axis, past the 25 and to the 29-yard line. Dave Axis got up, which is a good sign.
Well, maybe Caudale absorbed his injury karma. Still, you wouldn't want to wish an injury to any team, but Dave Axis happy to be up. He did, despite the injury last week, still put up 71 total yards and 3 catches. And that just goes to show you the threat of, just him being there in the offense.
From the I formation, San Diego will hand the ball off and gets plastered before he gets to the line of scrimmage. Sudo Nakai with 20 yards so far in this game. Motor City doing a really good job against the run so far.
Both teams have. There was just that one huge play by Bill Cherry as the biggest run play, but I haven't seen one go for more than 5 yards besides that.
From the power set, this is going to be another handoff, and again, going nowhere is Mateo Provato. And it's going to be 3rd and forever. This San Diego Mavericks team is basically half of the Lone Star Glory of a couple seasons ago who made it to the championship game.
Oh, that's
and
true.
You look at guys like this Axis, Robo, you look at Sudo Nakai, you look at Mateo Provato. Like, you look at those guys, Nate Hall, As this pass goes deep and in triple coverage, the pass is incomplete. And lucky it wasn't intercepted.
I mean, gutsy decision to throw in triple coverage. But, you know, I think, yeah, they were really pushing it there, Ramos. I wouldn't have thrown it there. Although, you know, that's what's going to happen if your running game was stopped 2 times in a row for -1 yards. You're sort of pressured to throw it deep. They could have gone for a little out throw for exactly 11 yards, but they risked it and got nothing.
To be clear, Sudo Nakai wasn't a player there. He was the owner. And you also have to include a Caudales, Freddie Trammell, part of the Lone Star Glory team that got it to the championship game against the Vultures a couple seasons ago, as that Guy Clausen return goes to the 36-yard line. And the Motor City V8s are going to be on offense. A fast-paced game so far. We've seen great offensive plays, great defensive plays by both teams. And from the 36-yard line, 8 players in the box for the Mavs. Handoff, Dean, he gets some space and gets 3 on the play. Bring a 2nd and 7 as Bubba Caudale may return to this one. Just great news for San Diego.
Hopefully it was just, you know, maybe he just got bunched a little bit, got the air sucked out of him. Yeah, if he's gonna be back, let's bring him back. We want to see this defense at full strength.
To pass, Creata to the outside. Dean, the pass incomplete. As Somalia almost had the interception. The former King player. 3rd and 7.
Oh man, I'm looking all around. I imagine lots of our viewers this evening have their hands on their heads, and what could have been a very similar play to that pick 6, a jumped route.
Gotta be careful with those passes to the flat. From inside, let's watch out for the post route. Deep post route here after a play action. No, it's going to be just a straight drop back. It's going to be kind of a post route to Darby, and that's knocked away easily by the defense. And that's going to be a 4th down and 7 coming up.
Yeah, and everyone just sat in their zone. No one overcommitted to a single player. And that ball easily batted down. Good defensive play. Another 4th down. We haven't seen I think this is 2 3-and-outs in a row from either team. Yeah.
And the end of the first quarter and the start of the second was absolutely frantic, with 4 touchdowns scored. And the pace of the game has slowed down as Dave Axis calls for a fair catch at the 29. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time, but our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at Simulation Football or simulationfl.net. The SFL would put the fan and fantasy handoff to the inside. Bravado, best run of the game by the fullback, gets it to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 6 on that one.
Yeah, you're definitely right about how the tone of this game has shifted to suddenly slowing down. 4 scoring drives, not scoring drives, but 4 scores, and then suddenly 2 3-and-outs. But with this position, San Diego trying to convert the first down in a while.
To throw, Patterson pump fakes, and the pass middle is incomplete. Broken up by the safety. A great job on that one, as B.E. Robo was behind the defense.
And B.E. Robo, we saw the damage he could do against the defense, deep when he catches a ball, but instead, was that tipped or was it that just flew over? Oh, it was tipped. Wow.
Yeah.
Great play.
Great pass breakdown. 3rd down and 4 with the ball at the 34-yard line. San Diego and Motor City, 14 points apiece, 3 receivers, and 2 backs in the backfield. Patterson will throw, middle, the pass, knocked away again. Motor City V8's playing some great defense here in the second quarter. That pass deflected, and it's going to be another 4th down.
Wow, I mean, and I'm looking at the stat sheet right now. It seems like before the last 3 drives, including this one, both quarterbacks only missing 2 passes out of over 15, over almost 20 passes, only 2 incompletions, and suddenly now, just incompletions all around. What's going on?
Ty Clausen will return this one to the 33-yard line. Both offenses, to your point, struggling so far. As we take a look at the updated numbers, Carl Patterson, 7 of 11 for 62 yards and a touchdown. Not too bad, even though the running game is the one struggling. 7 carries for 19 yards for Nakai. Ibrahim Krieta, 9 of 13 for a $115. Christopher Dean only averaging 2.4 yards per carry. As he will throw, Krieta, pass to the outside, complete to Guy Clausen for a pickup of 5 on the outside. Second down and 5 with the ball at the 39-yard line. Same formation where we've seen Christopher Dean get carries, but this time it's going to be a swing pass. Collects himself, gets past the line of scrimmage only for a gain of about a yard. This is going to be a 3rd down and 3. The San Diego Mavericks really good so far on 3rd and short yardage situations.
They've been good all season too, or at least in the 2 games we've seen them. It's still a small sample, but they're pretty decent.
This pass to the inside is caught by Kaufman, and a late hit on top of it is going to add 15 yards. We're going to take a look at R62 for the first time tonight.
And if you had a full half without a penalty on your bingo sheet, that's already 1 half down. You're praying that the second half you don't have a penalty. This is the first penalty of the game. And unfortunately for San Diego, it gives Motor City such a good position in this drive.
First down and 10 with the ball at the 30-yard line. Krieta so far with 138 yards passing, 2 picks, and a QBR of 81.8 so far. Scale from 0 to 158.3. This pass to the outside goes to Dean, who breaks a tackle and goes out of bounds after a pickup of 3. Not sure why Motor City is going in the no huddle if he went out of bounds. Maybe they like something on the defense. You're going to hand the ball off middle. Christopher Dean, with a little bit of space, gets 2 more for a 3rd and 5. Krieta will throw again. Don't throw it there. The pass caught, but is going to be a loss of 3 as San Diego is all over the flats. And this is going to be 4th and 7. I don't agree with the no huddle in that situation.
Yeah, you can see there Tanner Hendricks was really sniffing that out. And, oh man, if he was maybe 2 seconds quicker on the jump, he could have been all over that ball. And everyone in the chat, all of our viewers asking, why the no huddle, why the hurry up? There's still a lot of time on the clock, and they didn't get out of the formation. They could have given them a better chance of converting. Instead, they'll settle for a field goal.
And give San Diego a chance to score before the half, which makes it even worse. This kick is going to be up and good for the Mavericks, though, as they retake the lead, 17-14.
You still get 3 points. It's still a net positive, but it's not the best case scenario that you would have hoped. And now, as you roll out your defense, I think you gotta buckle down what San Diego has in store. They were able to stop them 2 drives in a row, forcing 2 3-and-outs in a row. Can the Motor City defense replicate it once again?
Richards will put the ball in play again. From the 13-yard line, that's going to be Axis. Axis goes it to the outside. Tackle at the 26-yard line, and we're going to see the San Diego offense with 3:46 left in the first half. If they can put some more points on the board. So far for the night, Mondavi with a catch in 10 yards. Dave Axis with 1 catch in 26 yards. B.E. Robo with 3 for 19. Adam Williams has a grab for 1 yard as well. Quiet numbers by this receiving core as Nakai goes to the outside with room. Suda Nakai goes past midfield, breaks a tackle. Nakai breaks another tackle. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Pickup of 39 yards on that one.
I mean, that was just individual effort and talent on display. Breaking how many tackles? We can count it like here, like Count Dracula. You got a 1 over here. You got a 2 over there. I think that's 3 total broken tackles before being pushed out of bounds. He had to be pushed out of bounds. He wasn't brought down. What a run by this player.
Also because of Mateo Probato's block on the outside. Defender had a clear one-on-one shot, and Mateo Provato, the bodyguard, got in front of the running back and made a phenomenal block. Patterson will throw the pass to the outside. Nakai, who looks a little bit tired after that play, put down after a no gain play on that one. Second down.
Yeah, it didn't help that he had to also grab the pass from a very high point, had to bring it down, and lost all forward momentum, allowing that tackle, but lining up for another potential huge Nakai run.
High formation here. Nakai, nowhere to go. Soon Nakai tackle for a 1-yard loss. Asabo Kanan makes the stop.
Sabo Kanan putting his handprint in this game with another big tackle on Nakai, a tackle for loss on him, and yeah, good stopping the momentum of the run game that has been super good already in this one drive.
Third down and 11 yards to go. Patterson will throw. Patterson middle, incomplete, and almost picked off by the safety. Nakai, Lily Nakai this time was the intended receiver, and San Diego will have to punt this one just on the outskirts of field goal range.
Yeah, and as pointed out by a viewer in our chat, come join us in our chat if you want to join us in this game. It was pointed out that Patterson, in this quarter alone, has made 1 of 6 of his attempts. His only completion, the one to Suru Nakai earlier for negative yards.
Oh, great play by the special teams unit. Phenomenal play by the special teams unit. The ball down at the 5. With 2:14 left at the half. And let's swing it to Cameron Irvine for a game break. Cam, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Ramos. I have a 24-yard field goal. Why? Because that's all we've had in Denver. 9-3. At the end of the third, Canton has had 23 offensive plays. That's it. Back to you guys in Detroit.
Thank you, Cam. A defensive struggle. This pass is picked off. And another pick 6 for the Mavericks.
Oh my goodness. We have to see the record for pick 6s in the game. We already have 2 in this one. Oh my, I mean, that's flipping this game on its head. You were saying giving San Diego time to score? Well, their defense did score.
Unbelievable. It has to be one of the shortest pick 6s in SFL history too, man. Like, seriously. And it looked like the San Diego corner was the intended receiver on the play. That's how well he read that one. That's what scouting does for you folks. You know, coaches and scouts in this league spend collectively dozens of hours every week on game plans. And that's exactly what you get. San Diego 21, Motor City 17.
I mean, you still got 2 minutes on the board to score, but it's unfortunate that you've let the high-flying offense score in a split second, and their defense no less the one making the score.
Nothing but field goals in the other game, nothing but touchdowns. In this game, I mean, I guess Motor City has a field goal, but 5 touchdowns here in the first half of play as Guy Clausen returns this one to the 28-yard line with 2:06 left in the second quarter. Motor City, I mean, it has to be disheartening how good the Motor City defense has played.
Yep.
And to just give up 2 pick 6s and be down 4 instead of up by 10. Just disheartening, to be honest.
Yeah, the defense has only allowed 7 points. The offense has allowed 14 points.
Creata will throw. Creata to the outside. Caught. Pickup of 3 yards, and this is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning from Detroit, Michigan. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by 8 p.m. Music here on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Minutes left here at the half, or before the half rather. 3 wide receivers, a fullback spread out. Look for the play action. There it is. Creata, pass, outside, caught for a first down. And stopping the clock is the receiver. Great play call.
Yeah, good call, good time management right there. I mean, there's no question that Motor City can score and that, they can move the ball down the field, get some yards. They really just have to work on those turnovers. This is against the number 5 in takeaways. They had 5 turnovers before this game and already up so much.
Creata will throw. Creata steps up in the pocket, throws deep, and the pass one and the pick by the Mavericks. They're catching everything.
Oh my goodness, we need a stats update after that one interception. That is already interception number 4 against Creata. In one half, he's thrown 4 interceptions. 2 of those going in for a score. A very horrible feeling if you're Creata and if you're Motor City's offense, because you have the yards. You already have almost 200 yards. Sorry, you already eclipsed 200 total yards in the half, but just giving the ball away so many times hurts.
Handoff, Nakai gets a first down. Great job reading the blocks, moving the chains. Creata's QBR has plummeted to a 69.3 after a very strong start.
Not nice.
Patterson's QBR sitting on a 98.9 so far. Nothing flashy, 62 passing yards so far. As he will throw, Patterson, middle, caught. For a pickup of 12 yards goes Lily Nakai. And the San Diego Mavericks now go in the huddle. Throw again, Patterson outside. Can Nakai get out of bounds? No, he spins inside. Gets 1, and San Diego will continue with the fast-paced offense.
It's not a bad formation, though, for a no-huddle.
Not a bad formation indeed. Patterson inside, knocked away by Panani. 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Positive on that defensive stop as clock stops as well. You can go in the huddle, talk about your next play, but suddenly San Diego, whose offense has been sort of being bailed out by their defense, showing signs of life, and they are very well within, or very close to Motor City's red zone.
Dime formation to counter the 4 wide receiver offense for the Mavs. Patterson will throw to the outside, knocked down by the D-line as Blood is on the play. San Diego on the edges of field goal range. I think they are going to try it from 49 yards out, folks. I think that's a good call. The wind is on the back of the kicker, so you have the wind on your favor. And this is a 49-yard field goal attempt.
San Diego was just about to cover half of the over-under if that was for a touchdown. Settle for a field goal, which will put them up a full touchdown against Motor City.
The rookie Prince Beard is short from 49 yards out. Undrafted rookie does not have the needed leg for that one. Just shy, man. Like 1 yard shy of the goalpost. And now it's Motor City that has the chance.
Yeah, you gotta wonder, did someone turn off the wind? No, we don't. We do not know, but definitely the ball did not go in is the fact right there. So unfortunate for San Diego.
12 personnel with an offset single back. Creata will throw. Creata to the outside, wide open. The pass is caught to Mihara for a first down. Motor City will continue with the no huddle. Now, I think you do one play. If you're tackling inbounds, you call your first timeout or your second timeout. Creata to throw. Creata goes deep again. Caught again. Mihara again. And Motor City calls that timeout with 26 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, two big plays to Azami Mihara. We saw how important he was last week, making some big plays on the edge of the field, catching those big passes. He gets 2 in the drive, 2 in a row. And despite the call of Viv Markham that there might be another pick 6 in this drive, Motor City says, no, we're going to drive the ball down your throat. Now they're in San Diego's 22.
From the empty set, goes Motor City. They will throw. Middle, the pass should have been intercepted by Thunderman as they try to connect with Christopher Dean on the slant. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Thunderman had his hands all over the ball. His fingerprints probably still in there as we speak, but instead falls harmlessly to the ground and breathe a sigh of relief. Motor City, the drive still goes on.
2nd down and 10 yards to go with the ball at the 22-yard line. Creata will throw. Creata, pass middle. The pass knocked away again, and falls harmlessly to the ground. As Ibrahim Creata playing with fire here at the end of the first half. I mean, he's played with fire through the whole game. I mean, 4 interceptions so far.
Yeah, absolute dangerous pass. I think it got tipped by a defender, almost landed back into the receiver's hand, who only tipped it back to a defender, but just fell harmlessly to the ground.
Under center with 4 wide receivers. Creata will throw, passes it to the outside. Christopher Dean will not go anywhere. Maybe a pickup of 1 yard as Motor City calls a timeout with 12 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, and definitely going for a field goal here. There might be, I don't think there's going to be time left with 12 seconds on the board for San Diego. Maybe for a kickoff, but nothing much after.
From 38 yards out, Richards, the kick is up, and it is good. As the Motor City V8s inch a little bit closer, 21-20, San Diego.
What an incredible game. 21-20, a 1-point game after 2 quarters of frenzy, I think. You had an early first quarter full of offensive points. You had a couple pick sixes here and there. A missed field goal could have put San Diego up 24 for even more points. And it's an incredible game, Ramos. What a blessing it is to be here.
Yes, it is. We've seen a great game so far. 21-20 San Diego leads. As Dave Axis will return this one. Going to the outside, spin move by Axis. Gets it to the 32-yard line. And with 4 seconds, San Diego will have the last play on offense of the first half. If I'm San Diego, I'm just handing the ball off to Nakai and see if he can get a big play out of it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want to injure any other player or, risk a turnover. We don't expect a turnover for a touchdown, but yeah, they're going to hand it off.
Yeah, Nakai gets the handoff. Takes a 4. The San Diego Mavericks do have the time to call a timeout. 1 second left. They may just try it one more time and see if something can happen. Yeah, folks, the over-under for this game, 61.5. Right now sitting at 41 points. We need 3 touchdowns to reach the over. from the split backs formation. Patterson will hand the ball off again. That time to the fullback Bravado, maybe half a yard. And that's how we will end this first half of play. San Diego 21, Motor City 20. And Mark, I just want to hear your thoughts about this first half and what do you think both teams have to do to win this game? A very, very close one so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Game has been close, but for unconventional reasons. You're looking at 21 points by San Diego, but if you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, 14 of those 21 points were off of interception touchdowns. So really, the San Diego offense only kept to 7 points. So if you're Motor City Ramos, your key to this half, just do not turn the ball over, because you've been stopping San Diego's offense perfectly fine. Obviously, if you're San Diego, you got to change your offense. Something's got to give. Sulu Nakai, very good in the ground game. Perhaps they got to utilize him a lot more.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Motor City playing some great defense so far. San Diego only with 7 offensive points. Sulu Nakai has had a couple of big plays, but not much more than that. To throw, Patterson. Patterson will go deep, and the pass is caught. Caught by B.E. Robo for a first down. Scar Patterson made almost half the yards he's had in this game on that play alone.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. A huge play by him, and finds B.E. Robo. It's the kind of throw where you throw your receiver open instead of throwing to an open receiver. B.E. Robo had to run that route to catch the ball, but what a play by the passer receiver. B.E. Robo already up to 56 total yards after that huge catch.
Play back formation with 3 wide receivers. Look for Dave Axis here, bottom of the screen. No, they go deep, and the pass is way overthrown and should have been intercepted by the V8s as Warner dropped the interception.
Yeah, on one hand, you have San Diego's conditioning team being of question. On the other hand, Motor City's ball catching, at least on the defense side. You got to work on those catches, guys. A lot of the time, ball's in your head. Just bring it down.
We may see another post route here by Robo. Let's see if they try it again. Patterson will throw the pass. It goes outside this time, and again, the Motor City V8s cannot come away with the football as Sabo Kanan drops a second interception.
Sabo Kanan, he can smell it. He's had so many times touching the ball, holding the ball, just dropping it on the ground. And my guy over the, during the week, just work on those hot potato drills, work on those catching drills. We're gonna get an interception one day.
3rd down and 10 with the ball at the 46. Patterson will throw deep, and the pass caught on touchdown.
Wow. 3 huge passes. Basically, if you don't risk it, you don't get a biscuit. Well, he risked it all. Not really all. They're still in the lead. But what a huge biscuit he came away with a huge touchdown. And that's the kind of San Diego high-flying offense we were looking for. And they are back on the board with 6 more.
B.E. Robo basically got all the yards on that drive on 2 catches, ending up in a touchdown, and San Diego puts the extra point 28-20 so far here in the 3rd quarter of play. The San Diego Mavericks so far this season, man, 43.5 points on their first 2 games on average.
Yeah.
348 yards passing, 8 passing touchdowns. And the surprising thing of everything is only 2 turnovers. I mean, normally when you pass the ball that much deep, you commit a lot of giveaways, and that's not the case on this offense, as Guy Clausen has a really good return to the 38.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely no turnovers this game either. Those 2 interceptions coming only from the Week 2 game against Queen City. So even their Week 1 game was a clean slate for Scar Patterson. So, on that end, Scar Patterson a very clean resume in this season.
Our Patterson, which is no stranger for throwing over 5,000 yards in a season, as Christopher Dean gets skinny and gets 2 on the play to the 40-yard line.
Yeah,
They just-
not kitty enough though.
Yeah, they just let him loose, man. I'm talking about Scar Patterson. They just let him sling the rock everywhere he wants to. Second down and 8 yards to go. Gonna be a handoff to the fullback. He's going nowhere. Bill Cherry, that is. Loss of 1 on the play as Caudell, back from injury, gets the tackle.
That's Ryland Caudell, I believe, with a tackle for loss.
76 is around too.
Yeah.
I also saw 76.
Thought I saw 75, but they're brothers. Both Caudell, 75, 76. Easy mistake to make.
Create to throw. Create a pass middle, and the pass overthrown. Trying to connect with Orain Darby. Quarterback hit as he threw the football, and Motor City will have to punt.
Yeah, suddenly San Diego, perhaps not suddenly, but, you know, just had a flip switch. They've been all over Motor City defensively, getting those 4 interceptions total. But now, even against the ground game, making their hits matter, making huge hits against the quarterback.
4th down and 9 yards to go. As the punt goes away, Axis will return this one from the 23. Gets hit and goes down at the 28-yard line. As Dave Axis, the return specialist, has been pretty quiet on offense. You know, not a bad job so far in special teams, but it's B.E. Robo who's been the highlight of this offense, especially on the last drive.
Yep.
And from the I formation, Sudo Nakai dots the I. Ball goes to Nakai. Bearded at the 30-yard line for a pickup of 2. Kane Vasquez on the tackle.
Only his 12th attempt in the afternoon, or sorry, in the evening. I guess afternoon, depending on where you are. But already up to 84 yards. That's an average of 7 per carry. He did have 2 huge plays, which inflates that a little bit, but still impressive showing from him.
Second down and 8. With the ball at the 30-yard line, offset I formation. Patterson will throw. Pass picked off. Oh, beautiful interception right there by the Motor City V8s. Those are crossing routes, man-to-man coverage, and King Rashid basically just found the football. The pass wasn't intended to his covering guy. It was intended to Robo, and he just got in the pad of the ball.
Yeah, recognizing the crossing route ahead of time and jumps in front of the receiver who's the target. And what a great job by King Rashid with a huge interception to turn it around for Motor City.
Much needed pick by the V8s as Christopher Dean will get a yard on this handoff. Ever since Caudell came back into the game, this defense has been much better against the run. And it's a 2nd and 9 coming up.
Yeah, absolutely stout against the run. We have not seen a single positive yard of running in this half. For Motor City, that is.
At the 33-yard line, another offset I formation. It's going to be a swing pass all the way. No, goes outside, and another interception. That's all on Creator, man. He had a guy on the bottom. He had his running back bottom of the screen wide open.
Yeah, you're right. It's both on Creator, but credit to Tanner Hendricks sitting on that route. Right place, right time, and a little bit of psychological, impact on Creator's game. It seems like San Diego just has his number.
First down and 10 for Patterson and company. You cannot give this team extra possessions. Patterson goes inside, knocked away, and almost intercepted by the V8s.
Yeah, after very offensive first half, now we're looking at a defensive. I mean, not that the first half wasn't defensive. We saw 5 interceptions, but Boy, what a second half defensive, display both teams are showing.
From the split backs gun goes the San Diego Mavericks. They will throw, pass outside. Bravado catches the ball, only gets 2 on the play. 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, good route by Bravado. Definitely could have gone for more yards, maybe if he pivoted to the outside. 1 extra yard for 1 extra yard, but that's a little nitpicking at this point. You're 3rd and 8. You got yourself 2 yards closer to a first down. And Scar Patterson, he loves a deep ball.
3rd down and 8. Patterson throws deep, and the pass is almost picked off by Rashid again. Gonna bring up a 4th down and 8 though, as the Motor City V8s get yet another stop on defense.
Yeah, good. Following his man, Rashid. Good cover right here. Just jumping at the right time. Eyes on the ball. And solid defensive play by him.
4th down and 8. With the ball at the 33-yard line. His punt goes away. Guy Clausen will call for a fair catch. And from the 37, Motor City will have another shot. Let's swing it back to Cam for an update. Cam?
Ramos, as an SFL historian, you're going to love this. An SFL record, 1 hour, 19-minute game. It's already over. No touchdowns. Denver beats Canton 12-3. Thanks in part to an 18-play, 92, 8-minute, and 11-second drive. They had the ball for 33 minutes, and they get their first win of the season. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Cam. 1 hour and 19 minutes of game, 12-3. That's unbelievable to see, especially when you see games like this, Mark. 28-20, both offenses. I mean, and it's not like we've only seen like offenses going like all over the place. The defenses are getting pick sixes and interceptions and tackles for a loss.
Yep.
I mean, it's been a very dynamic game.
Absolutely.
Another counter play. Oh man, Bill Cherry had a lot of room, but a beautiful tackle by Nate Hall, limiting that play to 3 yards.
Yeah, Nate Hall with a huge tackle. We saw Bill Cherry. Sorry, that was Sudo Nakai who made the huge breaking tackles, but Bill Cherry had a 11-yard play and unable to replicate it, but still good running from him.
Play action. The pass outside. Kaufman caught. Out of bounds is the call by the officials. I am challenging that one if I'm Motor City.
Yeah, I would too. It's the same case of from our angle, it was not good, and there you go.
There we go with a challenge flag. First glance, I think that's a catch by the B8s. We'll take a look at this replay.
Yeah, it looked good to me too. Like, I would bet my house that should be a completion. I was surprised that it's 4th and 4 on our screen. We shall see. Yeah, that's 100% in, Ramos.
That's way in bounds unless the ball was moving, but I don't think so. The V8s will win this challenge and get a first down.
And I am not hopeless.
Yeah, I guess the official thought maybe the ball was bobbling on the hands of the receiver or something, and
perhaps.
That was a good catch all the way. Got it corrected, and Motor City has a first down. From the I formation, Creata will hand the ball off to Dean. Dean with some room. Christopher Dean, one of the better runs of the second half, for a pickup of 4.
And just like Sudo Nakai, that was only Christopher Dean's 12th carry. But unlike Sudo Nakai, he's only averaging 2.2 yards per carry. We are still waiting for a huge breakaway run from him. But the stout San Diego defense is not allowing him to do so.
Now they hand off to Bill Cherry. Gets 2 on the play, third and manageable for the V8s.
Yeah, you can see right there, V8's total yards 292, eclipsing the 252 of San Diego. It really is those turnovers, 5-1.
Third down and 4. Hand off to Dean, and that goes nowhere. Odd play call by the Motor City V8s, ending the ball off on third down and 4. And San Diego will get another stop.
And unlike the first half, they have now had 1, 2, 3 scoreless drives in a row.
This punt is going to be a good one, angled, as Dave Axis, that was a weird, fair catch, but able to corral the ball. And from the 10-yard line, Scar Patterson will start another drive. Patterson, 13 of 25, 160 yards passing, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception, has struggled overall. But still, San Diego with an 8-point lead and 28 points on the board thanks to their defense. Handoff. Nakai shifts and gets 7 on the play. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Man, Nakai's such a shifty player. You saw right there, had a little shift to the outside as he was about to bump his blocker. And just the last minute tackle, that could have been for 11, 15 more yards. They'll settle for 7.
Handoff to Nakai, a first down. Get it to the 24-yard line, and San Diego trying to establish the running game here late in the second half.
Yeah, and we're gonna now get a heavy dose, as he said, of Sudo Nakai. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets to 20, 25 attempts just from this half.
4 wide receiver set by Patterson. From the shotgun to throw, middle, pass, caught, as Dave Axis gets the catch for a pickup of 8.
That is only his 2nd reception of the evening. Had 26 yards before that catch. This will put him up over 30 yards. And you're right, pretty quiet showing from him. He does have 5 targets, only catching 2 of those.
2nd down and 2, handoff, Nakai doesn't get a first down. As King Rashid holds on to him, a gain of 1.5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
Yeah, his knee must have touched the ground before the ball crossed the line. And that is still 3rd and inches, and you have Suru Nakai in your backfield. Hand the ball over to him. Mateo Privado, an option as well.
From the I formation, Nakai gets the handoff and easily picks up a first down to the 39-yard line. As the Mavericks are milking the clock now and just slowing the pace of the game. First down.
Yeah, in the 3 drives before this, Nakai had only 1 carry this half. In this drive alone, now he has 4. That is good for 19, 20 yards in total in this drive.
Patterson, the pass is going to be caught, and with the yak, Matson gets the first down to the 48-yard line of Motor City.
Yeah, they're just rolling. They keep rolling. Handoff to Nakai. Now a pass to Benji Matson. Benji Matson, a solid afternoon as well from him. Actually, that is just his first catch of the afternoon for 14 yards.
First down and 10 yards to go from the split backs formation. Gonna be a handoff to Bravado. He pushes the pile, good for a pickup of 5 yards. As the Motor City V8 defense looks to be a little bit tired, especially the front 4. They are unable to cover the gaps and put any pressure on the quarterback right now.
Yeah, not like they could, because Scar Patterson only throwing 2 times in this drive. Everything has been on the ground.
It's a weird shell right here by the V8s. 4 defensive backs on the line, but works to perfection as Nicholas Warner gets the tackle for loss.
Yeah, they were probably gambling that it would turn into actually a run play,
Yeah.
even though formation, might suggest otherwise.
Yes, indeed. 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Bunch set. Bottom of the screen for the Mavericks. Patterson will throw. Patterson to the outside. Caught. Nakai gets a first down.
Wow.
Just enough space for Lily Nakai.
Lily Nakai, their second catch. She has now 20 yards in the evening and 3 targets. So now Scar Patterson is thrown to every single one of his star players, his skill players.
Patterson sidearms it, and they gonna be incomplete as Nicholas Warner swats down the pass. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I'd give him points for hitting the number at the back of Nick Warner, but that's not what you want to do. You want to throw it to your receiver. Thankfully, that was only the first down attempt, and thankfully, it was not an interception.
2nd down and 10 yards to go. Another bunch set with a tight end. That's Benji Madsen on top of the route. That's going to be a pass to to B.E. Robo for a pickup of 4. San Diego inching closer from field goal range, but the wind is against them, and their kicker missed a 49-yard field goal with the wind on his side. So San Diego really in need of picking up a first down, and it will be, in my opinion, probably even 4th down territory if you're just close to it. Patterson will throw the pass deep, overthrows his receiver again. Lod applying the pressure. And with a 4th and 6 at the 33-yard line, no man's land, honestly, I'm going for it.
What did they have the wind with them or against them in this field position?
They have it against them, and they're going to punt this one away.
I guess a 50 is just a little too difficult with the wind against you.
Yes, it is. But again, we'll go for it. I mean, if you kick the ball and it's a touchback, it's a 13-yard punt. This is going to be a good one, though. Bounces at the 7. And another big time play by the Maverick special teams unit, downing this at the 7-yard line. Great punt.
And our super state-of-the-art technology showing where the ball could have landed. It could have been a touchback where there was a marker showing that the ball could have landed in the end zone, but a quick pat down of the ball just stops harmlessly inside the 7 instead.
1st down and 10 with the ball at the 7. Creata will throw. Creata runs out of time and just barely gets out of the end zone. Could have been a safety. Instead, it's going to be at the 1, but a big-time play by the Mavericks, as that's going to be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Put your force up, everybody. Mavericks 28, B8 20. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on YouTube.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Liking the game so far? Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action, and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operation through your viewership, as this pass is going to be caught for a pickup of 7 yards to give the quarterback and the offense just a little bit more breathing room, Mark, but with a 3rd and 8 in this situation, it's just a tough call.
Yeah, but mind you, Motor City did in fact have that 96-yard drive much earlier in this game in the 1st quarter. So they have it in them. San Diego is a tough customer to handle, though. Uh-oh!
Well, Creata got inside the end zone, then the pass was dropped by Christopher Dean. Man, Ibrahim Creata has just gambled all game long. That also could have been intercepted after the deflection. Look at that.
Yeah, wow. Uh, he's the kind of, creative player in the pocket, but you don't want to do it. Your creativity has no room if your pocket is in the end zone. If you get sacked, it's a safety. Just in time to get it out of his hands.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, Butter, I'm coming. I'm blocking this.
This punt from the V8s, a very short one, goes to the 33-yard line. Only about a 25-yard punt this time for the V8s. As San Diego is going to be almost in scoring position already.
They're basically starting where they left off in their previous drive at exactly the 33-yard of Motor City.
From the shotgun formation, San Diego shows 3 wide receivers and a tight end. Patterson will throw middle, wide open. Is the receiver, Dave Axis, for a first down.
Third catch by Dave Axis. And yeah, you look at those quarterback numbers. Out of nowhere, Scar Patterson getting more and more yards despite what seemed like what could have been just a mild showing from him based on the first half numbers.
First down and 10 with the ball at the 16-yard line. Scar Patterson, who's been efficient in this game for the most part. He does have a giveaway, but is, throwing the ball to the open guy more often than not. Swings it out. Oh, great move by Sudo Nakai. Pick up of 5 yards. That could have been a loss of 2.
Yeah, he just ducks under the defender, and now he's doing everything for you. Doing the run game, getting first downs, getting a catch, moving away with defenders. I mean, moving away from defenders has been his niche. He is an expert in that ability.
Bunch formation. Look for the quick out. Top of your screen to Madsen. Top of the screen to Madsen. Top of the screen to Madsen. Benji Madsen with the spin and the touchdown.
Benji Madsen, you are the guy. What a touchdown. And you know what the saying goes. Good things come when you throw to the tight end. A tight end touchdown by Benji Madsen. And what a play call. Yeah, you called it. That outside route on top of the screen. Well called by both you and the offensive coordinator on that one play. Put San Diego up 34-20. And suddenly they're running away with this game.
They are. I mean, it's been such a tight game all the way, Mark. It's almost hard to believe San Diego is going to take a 15-point advantage in this one as the extra point is up and good. 35-20 for San Diego. But that just speaks volumes of how powerful this team is. The fact that, they can kind of lull around and still score 35 points is kind of impressive. Can anyone stop the Baltimore Vultures, though? This is also a very impressive team. This week is the DC Dragons' turn. The Dragons lost 3 games to the Vultures last season and are out to prove this season will be different. Fresh of an OT win in Houston, will DC make a statement? The Dragons host the Vultures tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, part of a 6-game Saturday slate right here on SFL YouTube. We tried it last week, and we failed, even though we played bravely. The Baltimore Vultures are just a very, very powerful team. It has to be, again, the favorites to win it all again, Mark.
I mean, yeah, they're a great team top to bottom, offense, defense, special teams. And they had the momentum from last season, so I wouldn't be surprised if they go deep again.
This pass wide open is the receiver, Kaufman. Can he outrun the defense? He can. Touchdown, Motor City.
I did not have 2 touchdowns in 2 plays in my bingo sheet. And what a run, what a game. Did I just say San Diego's running away with this game? Motor City's knocking on this door and saying, Mark, you are wrong. We are still in it. And what a play.
What a play indeed. Wide open on the crossing route as the safety couldn't do anything about it. And with the time left, I will kick the extra point. If it was under 6 minutes, 5 minutes left in the game, I will try the 2-point conversion to know exactly what you have to do. But with 9 minutes and 17 seconds, especially on how many points we've scored, I think kicking the extra point is the right play here. The extra point is up and good after that 69-yard touchdown by Shane Kaufman.
Yep, Shane Kaufman with a huge run over the catch. That could have been stopped with only a 10-15 yard gain. Instead, we see him run to the house, and the game is still in the books. This is still any team to win it.
Richards will put the ball in play again. An 8-point game. San Diego on top. Dave Axis will return it past the 20. Dave Axis to the 25-yard line, and he's going to go down. One in-depth statistics all season long. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for info about the league and its 28 teams, and to see all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. 12 personnel this time for the Mavericks. Patterson will throw. Patterson outside is going to be caught for 9.5 yards. That's going to be Mondavi, who's been very quiet since the first half, for almost a first down.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't seen Mondavi much at all this drive, as we are awaiting an update from the stats team on that point. But yeah, Mondavi, you'd think that he would be having a strong showing. Not much from him so far.
This is going to be a run to Bravado for a first down. Dwayne Schindler on the chat says Axis finishing the game should be on the bingo card. Well, man, I have a surprise for you. Right, Mark?
The surprise is against us, because the bingo card actually has him not finishing the game. So, I'm not going to get that part of my bingo sheet covered.
It's going to be a handoff to Nakai, who somehow finds the space to get 8 yards and take it to the 47-yard line. A 2nd and 2 coming up.
Yeah, and Suda Nakai, who already eclipsed 100 yards one play ago, was at 103 with that one, up to 111 yards. And he has a good showing. You know, I wouldn't say he can rest easy. There is still a lot of the game to go. But, you know, you can give him a pat on his back. It's a great game already.
12 personnel again for the Mavericks as the V8's defense shifts. Patterson will throw to the outside, is caught by Bravado. Actually, Williams. The Worm has the catch for a good gain and a first down. Speaking about the bingo card, man, one of my biggest honors ever in the SFL. I'm in the bingo card, man.
Yeah? Awaiting your Hall of Fame nomination.
Patterson to the outside. Mondavi gets the catch. And Dave axes the sleeves, man. I mean, I had to recognize it by the sleeves. Gets a 5 yards. Make it a 2nd and 5.
Dave Axis already, you know, is quietly up to 53 yards. Number 2 in this team so far in the afternoon, after 107 by B.E. Robo.
I formation. Patterson, deep drop back. Patterson to the outside. Madsen will get a first down. A 7-yard pickup, good to move the chains. And the San Diego offense rolls along. On Sunday on SFL YouTube, a pair of early season unbeaten stakes center stage in Canada, where Robert Reffer and the Vancouver Legion will host BDG Hollywood and the Atlanta Swarm in the first SFL game in Canada in 2023. Coverage starts at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time, only on SFL YouTube. To the outside, the pass is picked up. This could go all the way. This could go all the way, and by the ankles, Eagle Mondavi gets a hold of King Rashid, but King Rashid gets another interception. Read that one like a book.
That was a perfect interception. Covered his man. Timed perfectly, went to turn back and look at the ball, and he just knew it. He just knew that as soon as he turned, the ball was headed his way, makes the play. And yeah, you're right. He could have gone all the way. Eagle Mundavi playing a great defender, making the tackle, saving the pick six. That's number 2 against Scar Patterson.
Angle back double wing as this pass goes to Christopher Dean, and the screen pass just hasn't worked, man.
No.
Tom Krieg again, all over it. 2nd down and 12. APM Music is on Rival Music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection. State-of-the-art technology and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Pass to the inside is caught. Thunderman almost could have had an interception as Asami Mahara gets the catch for a pickup of 4. Make it 6.
His 3rd catch of the evening. He's now up to 60. That is 3 players in Motor City with over 60 receiving yards. Orin Darby with 73 and Shane Kaufman with 135.
3rd down and 6 with a ball at the 48-yard line. Creata will throw the pass. Metal is going to be knocked away and picked up from the ground. Stuart Somalia with the immaculate interception to bring San Diego offense back onto the field.
Oh man, Motor City, they were looking for that 2-score comeback. You know, it started with a nice, touchdown in 1-play drive, and then the interception could have given them momentum, but suddenly San Diego, with 5 minutes left, they're going to start milking the clock.
Wow, Scar Patterson hands the ball off to the fullback, nothing doing. But man, this is San Diego's opportunity to milk the clock, get a long drive. A field goal will officially seal it if San Diego can get enough time off the clock. And with a 2nd and 10 and 3 wide receivers, they will try. Look for Dave Axis on the in and out route. Top of your screen. There it is. Dave Axis gets out of bounds. That's a bad call by the veteran wide receiver. Stops the clock.
Yeah. Dave Axis, again, calling another play to him. Catch number 4. Catch number 5 as our stat sheet updates. Thanks to our stats people, Zach Holdorf and Justin Racine, helping us up here in the broadcast booth.
Yes, sir. 3rd down and 5 for Patterson and company. The pass is going to be shy of the 1st down marker as Dave Axis yet again, that's Lily Nakai, gets the, B.E. Robo, 88, not 89, gets the catch. Man, that's rough for San Diego. Back-to-back plays. They could have had way more yards, and the offense will stay on the field.
Yeah, unfortunate too is that it stopped the clock.
Remember, the yellow line on the previous play, that's just an 8 on the TB. I mean, this is not official. So he was just shy of the 1st down. Scar Patterson will call a timeout as he cannot make the defense jump off sides. And with 4:44, Motor City is going to get the ball back. Don't leave the stream without joining our Discord server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Join to check our content for teams, a lot about the league created by the community. Participate in pick'em games, play SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in the survivor pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net and click on the Discord icon on the menu. The SFL community, 2,000 strong, and we will see you there. I mean, this is a league that has grown so much over the last 10 years, will continue to grow. We are very excited about the future of the Simulation Football League. And this is a good punt to the 16-yard line, a fair catch called by Guy Clausen. And it's going to be 1st and 84, essentially, for the Motor City V8s.
And how many times will Motor City have to start inside the red zone? Twice already they started inside the 10, and they're starting inside the 16 this time. They've had to go for so many yards every single time.
From the bunch set, man-to-man coverage, press man. Creata will throw, the ball goes deep, and the pass is caught. What a grab by Phil Cause as he goes deep for a big play.
Nice overhead catch by him. And again, look at this overhead catch. A little jump to secure the ball in traffic as 3 defenders hit him. It just holds on. You know, you threw the interception, you wasted a chance, but your defense was able to bail you out. Make the most out of this drive.
The throw, Creata passes to the outside. This one is caught by Kaufman, just shy of the first down though. Second down and 1 to go.
Kaufman catching every single one of his targets except for one. He is 6 for 7 in the evening. 24 yards per reception. He has been a very lethal weapon on the passing side.
Second down and 1 with the ball at the 43-yard line, I formation. For the V8s, he will get the handoff. Christopher Dean is half a yard. Not enough for a first down. As Thunderman and company make the tackle.
Yeah, very unfortunate. He's averaging 2.2 yards per carry. Funnily enough, Bill Cherry averaging 7.8 yards per carry in 5 attempts. He did have that huge 35-yard run, but still.
And off, Dean gets the first down with forward progress, just barely. Jeff Gagne makes the tackle. Wow, what do you think? That was close, man.
Very close indeed. I think the ball might have been just over the line as he was brought down. So I'm not against this call being a first down.
To throw, Creata passes outside, caught for 6 yards on the play. For the first time today, we see Gusters, the tight end, with a catch.
The way and the pace that Motor City has been playing this drive, it almost feels like they want to play to the last second, which is kind of risky because that means you have to convert on that 2-point conversion.
Look for the slant with a tight end. There it is. Caught! Phil Cause with the catch. 2 big-time catches by Phil Cause on this drive, and the Motor City offense continues.
Yeah, just an incredible catch by him. Under duress as well. And big time, you know, they had that 2nd and inches, 3rd and inches, and now Phil Cause been getting huge gains.
Creata passes deep, caught! Guy Clausen gets the catch to the 21-yard line. And what a drive this is for the Motor City V8.
Yeah, you want to talk about no fear. How about Creata, despite 6 interceptions? You know, just slinging the ball in this drive alone, 5 for 5. Very impressive. You know, maybe the clutch gene, the last 4 minutes of a quarter, he wakes up the inner beast in him. And that's what we're seeing so far.
1st and 10. Man, look for the go route here, bottom of your screen to be deep threat Darby. I think that's Darby. Way bottom of the screen. There's nobody covering him.
Going.
Creata with time, runs out of time. Now the pass should have been intercepted. An errant throw by Creata. And off the hands of the DB.
Yeah, I wonder if he did not see the open man at the bottom, or if the coverage was quick and shifting and maybe made that unavailable immediately. But boy, what a defensive stand by by San Diego. Still got a lot more plays to stop.
And off, Dean gets 3 and gets popped by the DB. 3rd down and 7 yards to go as we reach the 2-minute warning. San Diego 35, Motor City 27. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by 8 PM Music here on YouTube. Shout out to Jack's data. I mean, 17.5 was has been so far a little bit off, but the over-under, man, we have 62 points combined so far. Over-under of 61.5. Creata, play action. Creata goes outside. The pass caught. Inbounds. For a first down, it's Kaufman.
Called in bounds. Would they challenge it? I think it was definitely inbounds. We'll see it in this replay. I think the toe was inside. It was under the heads-up display, but I think the toes were inside. And yes, no challenge. They're gonna go with it. In Motor City, suddenly knocking on the door of another touchdown in a while.
Yeah, the booth doesn't feel like it's worth a review. It will go by the booth. You cannot challenge inside the 2-minute warning as this handoff to Christopher Dean gets 3. Second down and goal at the 6. Also, big time shout outs to Justin Reside and Zach Holder for the stats. Appreciate you. Second down and goal at the 6-yard line. Creata making changes at the line. I will run the ball up the middle here again. There it is. Christopher Dean gets 1. And the reason why you run the ball is because you want to score here. You don't want to leave San Diego anytime on the clock.
Absolutely. That said, you still got to score. And, third and goal at the 6. It's still manageable. But I wonder if their run game will be enough. I don't think they will rely on the run game.
Christopher Dean of the top. No, he stays to block. Creata passes to the outside. The pass. Guy Clausen wasn't looking at the ball. Oh my God. Oh man.
Ooh, head scratcher right there. Miscommunication. Maybe Clausen either mistimed when he was supposed to look, but nonetheless unable to convert on that play. I think you still gotta go here. You got no choice but to score on this one play. This is do or die Motor City. What are you gonna do?
Look for the slants here. You just need 6 yards. Look for the slants pattern. Creata passes middle. The pass deflected and could have been caught by Kaufman, but the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. Now this is not over yet. 3 timeouts for Motor City. But what a stand by the San Diego defense.
Yeah, absolutely. What a red zone stand. Motor City. Oh my goodness. They had the 1 touchdown, but besides that in this half, 0 points. And this San Diego defense is legit.
First down and 10 yards to go. The handoff goes to Bravado. The fullback gets 4 as Motor City calls a timeout. San Diego with a first down ices the game. I will just call another run play here on second down, and depending on the situation, then you decide to either run it or throw it on third down if it comes down to that.
Yep. Motor City looking for a fumble, a turnover of some sort. Definitely not a first down allowed.
Second down and 6 with the ball at the 10. Handoff. Nakai. Nowhere to go as Panani makes the tackle.
And I agree with what people are saying. I think 3 straight runs and a punt is fine. You're really suffocating Motor City, depriving them of any resources left for any potential comeback.
Looks like they're gonna probably throw it. I will throw it. Look for Benji Manson on the another quick out, man. That worked for a touchdown the previous time. Patterson pass caught first down. That's the game, man. Here's the thing. Here's why I don't mind it. The strength of your offense is the passing game.
Right.
Scar Patterson very early in the season is a MVP candidate, right? I'm okay with putting the ball in his hands and just let him finish the game.
And finish the game he did with that final pass as a dagger. Shuts the door in this game. What a game by him, by the defense, and overall the San Diego team.
San Diego scores 21 points on offense and 14 on defense as they will squeak by the Motor City V8s on the road. It's hard to win in the SFL. It's harder to win on the road. And for the San Diego Mavericks, it's a 3-0 start to start the season. I mean, when you look at the San Diego Mavericks, man, like This is a team that finished 4-8 last season, 3-9 the season prior, 4-8 the season prior,
Yeah.
0-12 on their starting season. So they came into this season with 11 wins in 4 years, and now with the third win of the season, 3-0. What a game! And I want to hear your thoughts on your final thoughts and your player of the game.
I mean, it's the game, the way the game is played. I think the whole team did everything well. Offense, defense, Surunakai on the ground, 2 touchdowns, 2 pick sixes from their defense. And you're looking at this defense, a team that was mostly retooled over the offseason. So many replacements, so many first season players on that defense. And yet, the showing that they've put up in this game, you're saying, Mark, they allowed 27 points. Well, I tell you what, if they're scoring 14 points, they're scoring half of what the opponent's offense is scoring. Boy, that defense is great to me. That is an all-star defense. Player of the game is hard to say. Scar Patterson had a great game. Only had 2 interceptions for sure, but still 3 touchdowns. Quarterback rating of 86.4. Surunakai, also a viable candidate, had 111 yards. But yeah, overall, a great showing from them. The division San Diego is in is gonna be lit. We have Arizona also winning their game. Now 2 teams up, 3-0 in that division. Ramos, it's gonna be an interesting season for this team moving forward.
Yes, it is. For the Motor City V8s, this was a well-played game, especially on defense. Again, the offense of the Mavericks only scored 21 points. You know, when you look at the final stats, shout out again to the stats crew. Scar Patterson, man, like, really, I mean, he had a couple of big-time throws, but other than that, he struggled. You know, he didn't face a lot of pressure, but it wasn't an A-plus game by any means. Surunakai had a couple of good carries, but also was stifled for the most part. And we're going to have a look at the player of the game, and it is going to be Scar Patterson. 25 of 40, 265 yards, 3 TDs, the quarterback rating of 85.9. Thank you very much for watching another presentation of the Simulation Football League. For Mark Lopez, Justin Reside, Zach Holdorf, and Cameron Irvine pushing all the buttons. This was Ramos Lynn, and stay tuned for more SFL action. Good night, everybody.